So there's about a minute or 10 in this video that's going to sound like a rant, and I assure you that it's not. In fact, this video really comes from a place of gratitude and humility, and I mean that sincerely. In fact, I want to believe that all my videos do, but this one in particular. Here in a moment, I want to share with you this program that I'm kind of developing in my head a little bit. It's probably going to get tweaked from time to time, but I'm calling it Fresh Honor. And I'll tell you about that and what that looks like here in just a moment. But first, let me share just two stories with you really quickly. The first story is really cool. So a month or more ago, this guy messages me on Facebook, and I can't remember who it is, and I apologize. You probably know if it's you. And he said, "I want your Venmo. Send me your Venmo information." And I thought, man, why would he want my Venmo information? I thought maybe, like, why would he owe me money? Maybe it's Fresh Rinse Media. No, it wasn't that. Maybe he's a pressure washing customer. That wasn't it. I kind of persisted. Why are you wanting me to send you my Venmo information? He said, "I want to send you money because I have a question for you, and I value your time, and even more so, I value your experience, and this problem that I'm having is worthy of me sending you some money." I'm going to tell you, that makes me very uncomfortable. Like, I don't know, maybe it shouldn't. I guess it really shouldn't, but for whatever reason, it doesn't really matter. It kind of makes me uncomfortable because, I don't know, maybe as having the spirit of a teacher, the heart of a teacher, I just feel like that giving a little bit of information shouldn't cost anyone anything. That's just kind of how I feel about it. You know, I'm not teaching a full class. You're not taking a semester of some tutelage under the fresh. And so you got a question, man, I'll give you the answer. I'll do my best. He persisted and insisted, and so I sent him my Venmo information. A few minutes later, he sends me some money. Very cool. And then a few minutes after that, he sends me a video question. So a question in the form of a video, like he was holding his camera. He showed me the problem that he was having on a house wash, and I sent him a video response. And so that was a nice, it wasn't even transactional, it was more relational. And I benefited. He felt like there was value to that, so he benefited, and we went on about our day. Here's story number two. On the heels of that, I make a video, and totally unrelated, and one of the commenters leaves a comment and says, "I learned nothing from this video." Like, that was his comment. Listen, it's not even worthy of my time to go back and try to find that. I could, and if ever I stumble across it, I'll attach it in a link to this video. I thought, wow, why? Like, what place are you coming from that you think that you should be able to go in to the interwebs, YouTube, and get information for free? And if you don't get the information that you want, you criticize the person who made the video, who took the time to make a video for free. Like, that energy has to be birthed from a place of just utter entitlement. Like, I can see the guy on the other side of the camera. He's got a problem. He's wanting to figure it out on YouTube. He doesn't want to pay anybody for it. He doesn't value anyone's time enough to actually pay them for it. But he literally has the time to leave a comment. Makes no sense whatsoever. Absolute, utter entitlement. That person has to just get everything for free, right? Like, mom and dad spoiled you rotten, absolutely rotten, and they failed you as parents because you believe that you should get everything for free. We're not even living on the same planet. We're not even living in the same country, obviously. Maybe we are. But is that a generational thing? You know, don't answer that, because that wouldn't be fair. Because I don't know who the guy is. But man, I wanted to ask some really hard questions, and I thought he is not worthy of my time, and so I didn't. But I did think to myself, did we have some sort of an agreement? Like, I went back and watched a little bit of the video because I thought, did I say something like, hey, I hope that you get lots of education from this? And I didn't. Like, it was just a standard video, and he says, I didn't learn anything from this. And I don't know, man, that just kind of really rubbed me the wrong way. Think of it like this. If you were looking for an education, you're going to go to university or you're going to go to college. I don't know. It's been decades since I graduated from college. I have more degrees than a thermometer, and I'm washing houses. So what does that say? Nonetheless, I don't know what college or university costs today, but I venture to say that if you're going to go get an education in a particular field, even a trade, you're going to pay thousands of dollars per semester for this. And you're going to take lots of classes that you're not going to learn anything. That's not even valuable to the major that you're taking. Nonetheless, you run the course with it and you eventually graduate and you get a job. And it costs you tens of thousands of dollars. But what if someone came along and said, oh, don't do that. I'll give it to you for free. You'd probably run. I would run. I would look at that guy and I would say, free? You're going to give me education for free? There's a catch. And that seems awfully sketchy. And I think that's why one particular guy a few weeks ago just totally went off the rails on YouTube. And that probably came from all of these comments that come from people who are wanting things for free. Like eventually the YouTuber just kind of snaps. And I can already hear somebody saying, well, why do you do it? If there's no money in it and it takes hours and hours to make a video and edit the video, not to mention the time it takes away from the actual wash, like it adds to the length of the wash to make videos. So why do it? You know what? We don't owe you that answer either. Like nobody owes you anything. You're getting this information for free and run from it. Like what I would encourage a lot of you to do is I would encourage you to find a program that you can buy that's going to teach you how to do your craft. If there's not a university or a school for it, find a program. I know Mike Vadan and those guys, they put together a course. I don't know any of those guys. I don't know a lot about them, but they're not idiots. And they sell a lot of those courses. And chances are it's worth the $300, $400, $500, $600. I know nothing about that, and I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying that you value where you put your money, and you show what you value by how you're willing to spend your money. And people like myself and Joe and Jeremy and Herb and Pink Flamingo, we put videos out there because we enjoy it, and for a myriad of reasons, again, that we owe no one an explanation for, and then get criticized for free content. Free. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then we get criticized. So that's two stories. One I spent way too much time on to kind of get to the point of this video. Again, this program that I'm calling Fresh Honor. And the reason I'm calling it Fresh Honor, obviously the fresh goes without saying, but the honor comes into play through an honor system. And we all kind of know what the honor system is. You know, you walk up to the stand, there's no one there, you're going to get something, you put money in the bucket, and you decide the value of that. So what if we had a little program that we called Fresh Honor, where that when you have questions that are pressure washing related, maybe even life related, I don't know if you feel like I could offer something there, and you were to make a donation, not because it costs something, but because there's value in the information. There's value in the solution to your problem. So I want to kind of throw that out there. Maybe you've got a problem, a question about pressure washing, and it's a big problem or it's a little problem. And you get to decide the size of the donation. Because I really feel uncomfortable charging, and I absolutely have zero problem with people who charge for their information and for their education. In fact, that's what I'm encouraging people to do, is to pay for the information. But I just kind of feel a little bit uncomfortable doing that. That's just who I am, but I hold no ill will, or do I judge anyone who charges a certain amount for a certain amount of time or certain information or what have you. But maybe it looks something like this. You've got a dilemma that you feel like that Mike, the Fresh Rinse, can offer a solution to. And you request my Venmo. I'll put it on the screen, but nonetheless, you request my Venmo and you send me what you feel is a fair rate for the solution to your problem, to the answer to your question. I mean, I don't want to give a price out there, or that would defeat the whole honor system idea. But if you've got $1 million problem, certainly $1,000 solution is nothing to you, right? If you've got $1 million problem. If you've got a $1,000 problem, $100 is chump change if you have a solution to your problem. If you've got a $100 problem, a $10 bill is surely it's worthy of that. And again, I'm hesitant to throw out numbers because I want you to put value towards it. That's the whole idea. How much do you value the information that you're getting? My videos will continue to be free. They have to be. YouTube doesn't owe me anything. You don't owe me anything. In kind, I don't owe you anything. I'm going to continue to put out videos because I really enjoy it, and that's free. YouTube is going to monetize me, pennies on the video, mind you, but I don't even complain about that because they don't owe me anything. Like, they don't have to pay me something for me to put content out there. YouTube is not my employer, and I don't work for YouTube. They don't owe me anything. Nonetheless, I make a little bit of money off YouTube. If you find value in the videos that I produce and you want to make a donation, so be it. I will give it to my favorite charity, which is pretty much me. So I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there because I feel like maybe there are some who just don't get it. And then there are some who absolutely get it. You absolutely get it. And that makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you and you feel like I'm coming from a place of arrogance or pride, I fully encourage you to not watch the videos. And I don't even mean that arrogantly. I mean, like, if you don't feel that there's value to it, don't watch. I do not watch videos that I don't find to be valuable. My time's worth more than that. And so I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. But if you find value in the content and you have problems that you feel like I could give an answer to and you'd be benefited by it, then make a donation. That's it. All right. Again, a humble video that sounded like a rant. Maybe it was a little bit. So begin valuing the people in your life, and they will in turn value you. Let me share this with you really, really quickly as we kind of close out. The word appreciation means to raise in value. That's what that means. So like your car probably depreciates in value, but your home appreciates in value. When you appreciate something, you raise their value because they've raised your value. And you've been appreciative because of the videos and the education, and there's this reciprocation where that you just in turn make a donation because you're generous and you're kind, you're respectful, and you value my time and my experience, my content. All right. I hope this wasn't a waste of your time. My name is Mike. They call me the Fresh Rinse, and I'm out.